Just in the last few minutes, we've heard from EgyptAir that the wreckage of the flight has been discovered in the Mediterranean. Egyptian officials here in Cairo warning, though, that it may be some time before we discover what caused the plane to crash. Their loved ones left Paris on a flight before midnight. They woke to the reality that they were gone, their plane missing. 66 people, including crew, took flight MS804 to Cairo. The passengers were mostly French and Egyptian. One Briton was on board. It's just been confirmed that he was Richard Osman, a mining company executive who'd worked in Egypt for many years. Here, radar tracks the aircraft, its red tail speeding across the Mediterranean, until suddenly it disappears. Was this a terror attack or mechanical failure? France's president says nothing should be ruled out.
We also have the duty to know everything about the causes of what has happened. No hypothesis should be ruled out or preferred.
In Cairo, relatives gathered at the airport. Families have been arriving here all morning, desperate to find out any information they can on what happened to flight MS804. The flight was just 20 minutes from landing here at Cairo International Airport when, according to the authorities, it simply vanished without any warning, without any distress call. This woman explains, "My daughter was a stewardess. We don't know anything yet." Another says, "We're worried and we're afraid, and we're hearing different things on the internet which we don't know if they're true or false." Egypt's aviation minister was called on for answers, but he had few details. Minister, if I could just ask you, do you have any security concerns about anyone on the plane, whether they were passengers, whether they were crew members, whether they were on the flight deck?
Nothing has been reported about that. We haven't got any kind of security concerns about a specific person, but don't forget that the investigation is still going on. And I'm pretty sure that there are some, or there is a profiling process for people on board, and the security departments or the concerned security divisions will be taking the necessary action.
Shortly afterwards, a ship's captain posted this picture, a yellow life jacket and part of an airline seat floating in Mediterranean waters. In Egypt this evening, families continue to wait for news, burdened by the knowledge that officials here think this was more likely a terror attack than an accident. Quentin Somerville, BBC News, Cairo.